Last financial year, we came out at over a $350,000 loss. And that was COVID costs because we weren't entitled to claim back anything from the government. I think the workforce is feeling very maligned. They're very fatigued. It's been a very long 18 months.
Newcastle aged care manager Viv Allenson feels like she's constantly battling COVID. Not only the threat of the virus, but the financial strain. Now there's the added pressure of ensuring all her staff are vaccinated within weeks.
We had people booked in and then all of a sudden vaccines were diverted to Sydney for HSC students. That was a really bad decision for the workforce. 3 staff have resigned and I have 3 others who have told us they will not be here on the 17th of September. It is a tragedy to the sector to lose even 6 people to aged care.
Public health orders are being used to mandate jabs in high-risk settings like aged care, border control and hotel quarantine. But with the Delta variant causing infections to skyrocket globally, more Australian companies are weighing up no jab, no job policies. The federal government is happy to leave the prickly issue to individual businesses.
Except in the areas I've already nominated, in the areas of quarantine and aged care, both the Commonwealth and the states are not making any moves.
Yesterday, Qantas became the 3rd Australian company to announce jabs would be made compulsory for staff.
We believe we have an obligation of duty of care for our customers and employees to make the workplace as safe as possible.
Victorian-based fruit and vegetable processor SPC was the first Australian company to declare it would mandate vaccinations for its 450 workers.
The overriding amount of our staff want the vaccination and want a safe workplace, so that may mean that some people may lose their jobs.
The problem with just not treating people with respect and making a unilateral decision to mandate vaccines is, first of all, it's probably not lawful in most circumstances. Second of all, we worry that it will actually entrench people's views that are opposed to vaccinations.
The current guidance from the Fair Work Ombudsman is that employers must have a compelling reason to require workers to be vaccinated. SPC believes it is on solid legal footing to enforce the policy.
If you think of our facility up in Shepparton, where a majority of our staff are, if we have case outbreak in December, January, February, if we lose the ability to take that fruit in, we won't have fruit for the rest of the year to can, but all those farmers will have no place to send any of the peaches.
But the Council of Small Business Organisations says hundreds of thousands of companies aren't as confident as SPC.
We've got hairdressers, we've got convenience stores, we've got petrol stations. It's up to the individual business owner, and they need to, unfortunately, under the current criteria, they need to assess what the risk is.
The Industrial Relations Minister, Michaelia Cash, declined to be interviewed. In a statement, she said the government encouraged employers and employees to work together. But the council says businesses need more certainty so they don't wind up in court.
We're talking about a number of pieces of legislation that small businesses have to navigate, and we just don't have the big HR and legal teams behind us. So we're looking for some sort of information that helps us understand what the liability is in different scenarios.
In Sydney's western suburbs hotspots, where the state government has mandated jabs for tradies, some businesses have lost work because their workers won't get vaccinated.
Maybe 95% of our jobs we cannot do because of this rule. We don't focus on little emergency jobs. We're a big company, we have over 20 employees. Builders are paying interest on jobs, they need their jobs to keep moving. They can't wait for me to get vaccinated.
Plumber Daniel Zaytoun is hesitant to get vaccinated and believes the rule is unfair.
If frontline workers, as in nurses and police officers and people that are actually dealing with COVID-19 patients on a daily basis, it's not mandatory for them to be vaccinated. Why should a plumber that's from the western suburbs has to be vaccinated, but the plumber from Bondi doesn't have to be vaccinated? We shouldn't be forced into taking a vaccine to earn an honest living.
Lawyer Peter Matuk is trying to mount a legal case against the Western Suburbs construction order.
This is Australia. We're a democracy, and everyone should have the right to choose. Now, I'm not anti-vax myself. I'm anti not having choice. That's what it's all about. And for the government to try and shift the responsibility onto the employer to push vaccination, that is not acceptable.
In the resource-stretched aged care sector, Viv Allenson knows how important it is to hold on to workers. A registered nurse by trade, she's cautious about making vaccinations compulsory more broadly.
I think we still should be building confidence in our population to want to cooperate with a health crisis. Now, it may come a time where it has to be mandated, but I don't think that is the ideal health outcome.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.